Hello everyone, what's up? This is a British Let's Plays here, and this is Titanfall. I was able to get into the beta, or beta, whatever you want to say, very kind of quickly and almost kind of cunningly in a way. I originally applied for the beta the day that they started announcing that you got to sign up for it, and I didn't get anything for like 2-3 days or whatever, so I actually wrote to EA directly on their email and said, I'd really like to give this a go. I've bought lots of other games by EA and I would love to give Titanfall a go. And what do you know, like a few hours later they said, okay, that's cool, here is your access to Titanfall. And that's very cool because I was like going on Twitter and stuff hoping that people were giving away codes and stuff, but I was able to go to EA directly and they seemed pretty darn cool with it, so that's fantastic. I'm not playing this in the highest kind of graphical settings. I'm playing this in 720p, everything like that, with low textures and stuff, because I can play the game on like high textures, but I can't really record it if it's any higher graphical settings, so that's a bit of a problem. And it might be just about time for me to get a new graphics card. My graphics card has done perfectly well for the last 2 years, but now it might be time to get a new one. With games like Titanfall, Battlefield 4 doesn't run very well when recording either, so it might be an idea to finally get a new one. But Titanfall, let's talk about this game. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do like it. I'm not too sure if it's good enough to say possibly knock Call of Duty and Battlefield off its perch, because whilst I'm really enjoying it, it's really, really good fun to play. I don't know if it really has that kind of longevity that the other games have. It might be. I might be completely wrong here, but I don't know if it will last for the years and years and years which Call of Duty and Battlefield have. But it'll definitely make us very happy for a definite good few months. When I first started to see all the Titanfall footage, I thought that it looked very complicated to play. Let me put your fears to rest and say that it is extremely simple to play. It's very simple mechanics done very, very well. It looks complicated because you've got things like wall running and rodeo and the Titans and whatnot, but really it's actually very darn simple to play. They've made it very easy and accessible for you to kind of feel like a badass. And there is something very interesting about this game, which I haven't seen in a game for, well, years and years and years really, and that is that you have got AI controlled enemies in the battle. Let me just kind of explain how Titanfall works. You have got a few kind of classes of people. You've got the pilots, the spectres and the grunts, and there might be some more as well, I'm not too sure. But the pilots are the player controlled characters. Titanfall is a 6v6 game. There are 6 pilots on each team and there are 2 teams. However, you'll notice that there's obviously a lot more than 6 people running around. And how it works is that all the grunts for spectres are AI controlled, and you do get points for killing them, but you do get less points for killing them than you do for killing the pilots. And also the pilots have a lot more life, and obviously they're real people, so they're more skilled. It is perfectly possible to win a game only killing grunts, so to speak, but really if you want to get the high amount of points, it's for pilots you want to go for. And here we go, we're currently in the Titan now. I was looking at the Titans and I was just kind of sitting there hoping, thinking that as long as they are not annoying and too slow, then the Titans are a great idea. And what do you know, they are a great idea. They are almost as agile as, say, the regular grunts are. Not the pilots, because the pilots can do wall running and jumping and everything like that, but the Titans, they do move very quickly. They have a lot of firepower and a lot of health, which doesn't regenerate, so that Titans will pretty much inevitably go down. There's pretty much no way to keep a Titan alive unless you just kill everyone you meet, but the odds of that are pretty small because there's an awful lot of things that can kill the Titans. The Titans stand out on the battlefield an awful lot, so everyone is going to be aiming for the Titans, but something you've got to remember is that one lone pilot can kill a Titan fairly easily. And also, I feel as if playing as the Titans is the real way to win. It is, because as I said, you can win a round just by killing grunts, but if you get good with the Titans, then your victory is almost assured. Because it doesn't take long for every enemy pilot to have a Titan. How getting Titans works is that every 3 minutes you get a Titan, and basically they build a new Titan for you and drop it down. However, every time you kill enemies or complete objectives, that timer goes down. So you could earn a Titan in a few seconds if you manage to get millions and millions of points straight away. But if you're not doing so well, just wait a bit and you will eventually get your Titan. So that's good, that's very nice and balanced. And something which I also really like about the Titan combat is that it's very different to playing as a pilot. You've really got to use your head a little bit more. And I'm not very good at playing with the Titans, I'm going to be honest, I definitely need to learn how to use the Titans a bit more. And once you've got your Titan, you don't actually have to control it yourself. You can set it into an automatic mode so that it will follow you around and protect you, or you can set it to kind of stay in one area and protect an objective. And that's good. I really like that. It means that your Titans, if you're not very good at them like me, you don't have to jump in your Titan and then just kind of waste your points because you're not normally killing enemies. So that it's always a good thing to use your Titan when you feel comfortable with it, but me, I'm not very good at it so far. In terms of the actual beta, you haven't actually got many unlocks so far. You've only got, I believe, 4 main weapons, 2 anti-Titan weapons, and you've also got, I believe, 2 sidearms. And obviously they will be increased in the full game, but this is just a taster after all. And I think Titanfall is very well done. It's very well done indeed. It's simple to play, it's action-packed, it looks very good, even though I'm currently playing this in 720 for you guys. Everything about Titanfall appears to be very well done. It reminds me a lot of Killzone 3 with the operations mode. You know what I mean? Because there is a single player story, but all the levels are done in multiplayer, if that makes any sense. Basically, the story is done, from what I know, through little cutscenes in between rounds, and that's how the game is done on single player. But every time you are playing, you'll always be playing online, so to speak. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. And I'm going to like it. I was a little skeptical as to whether or not I would buy Titanfall because I didn't know. I didn't know if I'd like it. But now I've played the beta, I think that I will get it. I probably will get it. And I'm not too sure if I'll get it on launch day. Knowing me, I probably will. But now that I've been offered this job and stuff, I need to start thinking about my money so that I can actually get out and start working. And then maybe get Titanfall later on down the line, you know what I mean? But Titanfall, I like it a lot. I really, really do. All of my fears were kind of put to rest by this possibly being maybe just a bit dull, a bit sluggish, or it's not. It's genuinely very good fun to play Titanfall. And there are 2 days left in the beta. I don't know if you can actually still kind of get a place with it being so close to the end, but give it a go, The rounds in Titanfall are very quick. It's a very fast-paced game. It's not something like Battlefield where you join a game and you might be playing that game for 40 minutes or so, at least in this beta anyway. But when it comes to the full game, they might actually extend that. I'm not too sure. And I've also only played one game mode, the kind of TDM game mode. They've got game modes which is you only have Titans fighting each other, which is kind of a cool idea. It's an obvious idea, but it's a cool idea. I'm glad it's in there. And you've also got things like the kind of domination game modes and stuff that you're used to. And I'm also very glad this has kind of worked because this game could be terrible and unbalanced, but it's really not. It's done very well, and I'm very happy that that is the case. But there is definitely a skill gap. It looks very fast-paced and looks like... Because when you watch footage, you see people killing grunts for years and years to come, and you think, well, this game looks pretty easy. When it actually comes to beating the pilots, though, which is where the victory lies, and also playing as the Titans, which is where the victory lies, there is a skill gap. So that was my first kind of impressions of the Titanfall beta. As I said, I probably will get this game, but maybe not straight away, financial-wise, but I really like it. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye for now.